Hello, Incredible One. Darnyelle Jervey here with your weekly Incredible Factor Moment tip. This week's tip actually comes as a result of a question that we received at AskDarnyelle.com. Thank you so much, by the way, for submitting your questions each week. It's such my pleasure to take some time and answer those questions for you. So this week's question was, how do I present myself in an authentic and compelling way so that I can get more people involved in understanding why I started my business and why it is that I do what I do? And I'm so glad that this question was asked. And what I want to share with you here is actually a sneak peek into some of the content that I'm going to be sharing at Client Magnet Marketing Secrets. And we're just about sold out, so there's only 3 seats left. So if you haven't gotten your ticket yet and you don't rush to get your ticket, you're probably not going to be able to join us, but you can certainly benefit from applying this exercise and sharing this information so that you can learn how to present yourself in an authentic and compelling way. So as an entrepreneur, you know that we connect to the stories. We connect to understanding what has happened in the lives of other people. And so you want to create that same exact environment of yourself for others so that they can get excited about and begin to connect and resonate with you on a deeper level and ultimately want to experience your products and services. And the way that I recommend that you do that is by creating what I call your I story. Many people call it many different things, but at the end of the day, bottom line, it's the reason why you're in business. It's why you do what you do and the way that you do it so that you can help the people that you've designated that you want to serve. I believe that there's 2 core components of this story, this compelling and authentic story that you have to tell. And you have to tell these 2 things because they help the listener, i.e. your ideal audience of one, begin to see you as the solver of their problem, the problem that they're experiencing right now. And so the first facet is what I like to call your Robert Frost moment. And this comes from my favorite poem, The Road Less Traveled. And in the poem, Robert Frost says, 2 roads diverged in the wood, and I took the road less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. There's a defining moment in your life. There's something that happened, something that you experience, and as a result of experiencing it, it made you want to create your business. It made you want to solve this particular problem for people. What is that? So that's the first thing. There's really writing out this defining or compelling moment in your business's history. And it's important that you tell this part because this is where you get to connect with people who are right now at that very same crossroads. So it's really essential. And then the second component is what I call your Harriet Tubman moment. And Harriet Tubman, as you know, was a conductor of the Underground Railroad. So after getting to freedom in the North, she went back gazillions of times to help other slaves get to freedom. So how do we relate this to your business? What was your moment when you got to freedom? And as a result of getting to freedom, you realize that there were other people who were still bound by or enslaved to this big problem. And as a result, you decided to become their Harriet Tubman and teach them or show them how they can get to freedom too. So what was your Robert Frost moment and what was your Harriet Tubman moment? So my assignment for you this week is to get really clear on the reason why you started your business. I've shared on numerous occasions about my why board, why it is that I do the things that I do. And I'm going to encourage you in telling this story to create a visual representation of that for yourself. So that's actually your assignment this week. Answer those 2 questions. What was your Robert Frost moment? What was your Harriet Tubman moment? And to begin to think about how you can represent this for yourself visually and create a story that's going to resonate with your ideal audience of one every time you tell it. You'll tell it verbally when you're speaking or given an opportunity to be in front of an audience, and you'll tell it in writing via your website. This will actually go on either your About Us page or your frequently asked question page on your website so that people can begin to understand why it is you do what you do, why you want to help them, and how it is that you are an expert. You are able to really solve this problem for them. And it's because you've already walked a mile in their shoes. So if this tip has been helpful to help you to communicate in a compelling way so that more people will want to learn about you and perhaps even hire you, will you do me a favor and leave us a comment? Just tell us what you liked about the tip, the simplicity of the tip, and how you will take these 2 components and apply it to the compelling story that you'll create for your business. And if you're not receiving our weekly Easing the Incredible Factor, which comes out every Walk It Out Wednesday, this is the perfect time for you to go to IncredibleOneEnterprises.com and enter your name and email address so that you can start to receive this video and our weekly article where I give you 5 strong powerful tips in the areas of mindset, marketing, or money-making strategy to grow yourself and your business. This has been Darnyelle A. Jervey with your weekly Incredible Factor tip, saying be better, be stronger, and more than anything, be incredible. See you next week. Take care.